We are back with the old man. It's been about 2 weeks since you've been on here, old man.
Yeah, been a little bit. Been in Vegas.
Been in Vegas.
Yeah.
Any good stories? What's going on over there?
Just stripper stories.
Stripper stories.
Yeah, that's it.
What about Pernell Whitaker?
Yeah, what's up with that? He got hit by a car, killed him. 55 years old.
55, huh?
Yeah, and Mike and that guy, he was a great boxer. This guy was the only guy that I think could have really put Mayweather away.
You think he would have beaten Mayweather?
I think so. Yeah, he had that talent. He was really good.
Whitaker was in his prime in when? What years?
Well, he debuted.
Is it in the 90s? Early
Yeah,
90s?
in the 80s. In the 80s, yeah, because in 84, he turned champion in 84 after the Olympics. And then he went out from there. Yeah, he was awesome. He was great.
What style of fighter would you say that?
He was a boxer puncher, man. He was good. He was fast.
He had power.
Had power. He was fast. He was really fast.
Southpaw or conventional?
He was conventional. Yeah. Yeah, anyways, yeah, he got hit. And I guess his kid said he was wearing dark clothes. The motorists just to see him, I guess, because he stayed on scene. There was no alcohol or drugs involved. They said.
Wow, he was walking, right?
Just walking. Yeah, I guess he was lost in front of the car and I didn't see him. That's too bad. Yeah, he had a little problem after his boxing career. A little bit of cocaine problems. Did a little time, you know.
A lot of those guys get that cocaine problem.
Yeah.
That money comes rolling in, and so does the cocaine.
Yep. Hey, you know what? I got a thing here. I'm going to see if anybody will figure out or knows who's the top 10 fighters of all time is.
You got a list?
I got a list.
This is your own. This is your own list that you made?
No, this is not my list. This I looked up, and this is according to fight critics from abroad are claiming. Now they selected the top 30, and believe it or not, Mayweather didn't even make it in the top 10. Mayweather didn't make it of all time. He didn't make it in the top 20.
This is of all time.
Of all time, Mayweather didn't make it into the top 20. Let's see if you.
Mike Tyson's got to be on there.
Mike Tyson is not on there.
Well, how far?
He's not even in the top 30.
What are we going back to the Gladiator days?
Yeah, we're going back, from early time, like the
Spartacus on there.
We're going back like Jack Johnson.
Spartacus on there.
Jack Dempsey. Yeah, Spartacus is not on there. The guy from 300 is though.
Yeah. That's a Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman made the list.
Right.
Okay. So who do we got? Who's number 10?
Well, they go back as far as I know. Jack Dempsey and then a guy named Lenny. What was Lenny's name?
Lenny Dykstra?
No, Lenny Leonard. Benny Leonard. Excuse me. But anyways, these guys are. But here, check it out. Who do you? Your guesses. Just give me your top 3 guesses. Who would be 1, 2, and 3?
I would say. Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Mike Tyson.
Right.
And Julio Cesar Chavez.
Okay. Well, let's just break down the top. Let's go to the top 10. Starting with 10, Willie Pep.
Never heard of the guy.
Willie Pep. Yeah, me neither. Willie Pep. 229 fights. Okay. 11 losses and 1 draw with 65 KOs.
What year did this guy fight?
I didn't look that up, but he's back there about Dempsey. I think he was after or before Dempsey, I think. But here we go. Here's Sam Langford.
Never heard of this guy.
Okay, Sam Langford was a bad dude. Okay, 180 fights, 29 losses, 39. Check this out. I don't understand why he's got 39 disqualifications.
Wow. Dirty fucking fighter, probably.
I guess so, man. Okay, then we got Jack Johnson. Everybody knows Jack Johnson.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with Jack Johnson.
Big dude, big heavyweight. 77 fights, 13 losses, 14 draws.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then this is Benny Leonard. Benny Leonard had 89 fights, 6 losses, 1 draw, 4 disqualifications,
okay, and
70 KOs. Okay. Now here's a guy that's on here with the least amount of fights of all time. I mean, this guy he doesn't even have half the fights of everybody else on the list. Well, he does it. Muhammad Ali would be the second lowest fight number on the list. But here we go. Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay.
36 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw.
I think everybody would agree with Sugar Ray Leonard being on
the list. Yeah, but look he's only got 30 compared to these other guys. 36 fights total. 3 losses, 1 draw. 25 by KO though. Good KO record.
Wow.
But check it out. The first guy on this list, Willie Pep, 229 professional fights, 11 losses. Yeah, 11 losses and 1 draw. That's a pretty goddamn good record out of 229.
I want to go back to the guy with 29 fucking DQs though. What's that guy's name?
Okay, this guy, Sam Langford, had 180 fights, 29 losses, 39 draws. 39 draws. How do you get 39 draws? Okay, so then Jack Johnson, of course, 77 fights total, 13 losses, 14 draws. Okay, Benny Langford, pretty good record, 89 fights, 6 losses, 1 draw, but 4 disqualifications. Sugar Ray Leonard is 36 fights. I mean, that's compared to the other guys, 36, 3-1. Okay, Roberto Duran is above Leonard.
Great fighter.
Yeah, now he's a bad dude. Now check this is an outstanding record. 103 fights total, 16, 103 and 16 losses. Yeah, but that's it. So he won all of his fights except 16.
And Duran's what?
No
number
draws.
5? Is that number 5?
He's number 5.
Okay.
Henry Armstrong. Yeah, I don't even.
I'm not too familiar with that.
I know
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, different guy. But 151 fights, 21 losses, 9 draws.
That's also not a bad record for
155. But 101 KOs.
This guy's a power puncher.
Yeah. Okay, here's Joe Louis with the 3rd lowest amount of fights. Joe Louis, ranked number 3, they're saying, 66 fights, 3 losses. A good record.
It's a great record.
Yeah. Okay, then, of course, Mr. Muhammad Ali is
number 2.
Number 2. 56 fights, okay, 5 losses. 56 wins.
Who's number 1?
Check this out. Sugar Ray Robinson. Okay, Sugar Ray Robinson was a bad dude, man. Okay, he had 173 fights, 19 losses, 6 draws, 2 disqualifications, and 108 KOs out of that. So here's a guy, 173 wins, man.
These guys were fucking throwing.
Fuck yeah. But see, look at what's really amazing to me is that Sugar Ray Leonard, only 36 fights. And then you had, with, 36 wins.
We obviously know that Sugar Ray Leonard was
he was great.
He was a great boxer. But for this list here.
Right.
For this list here, why do you think he makes it on with only 30-some fights?
Because of his style. His style of devastating. He was, again, I think a guy like him, he was a smart fighter. He was the type of guy, he would learn, he would figure you out and figure out how to win. And then he would come back and something like he did Duran, came back and beat him at his own game, came back and slammed with him. And then Duran, of course, again, Duran, later in his career, way later.
It was way late though.
Yeah. You see, again, these records, but look at the difference amount of fights. Duran is fighting, Duran's got, I see why he's one above Sugar Ray, but he's got 103 wins, 16 losses. This guy, we're talking about 119 fights, okay? You're looking at Sugar Ray with 36, 3-1, so he's only got a total of 40 fights total to 119.
Why did those guys fight so much back then?
Well, Duran, that was getting in the modern times, and he just fought like guys would come from South America, guys that come from Mexico. They just have a lot of fights. They always have. They'll have a fucking tremendous amount of amateur fights and then a bunch of fucking pro fights before they even come here a lot of times. And who's amazing though is that Chavez didn't make it in the top 10. He's in the top.
That's surprising.
Chavez was, I think, on this list. I think it was around 15, 14 or something like that. But another guy with a bunch of fights.
I think Chavez was one of the best fighters.
In modern times, yeah.
That guy loved to work the body.
Oh, he was good. He was good at it.
He's probably one of the best at working the body.
He would work that body, and he would never forget to work the body. He would work that body real good. When you see your hands are down, then you'd go back up. That's why he was another guy, real smart.
I think a lot of fighters now are getting away from that. They need to get back to working the body.
They need their jab. They need to keep using their jabs. and they need to work the body. You know, look at if you're headhunting all day, like you got Wilder. Wilder's just hit him in the head when he does hit him because he's not a good technical fighter. He's not.
These heavyweights, they have a whole different style of fighting. These heavyweights now, they're going in there trying to get a big knockout
right away.
You know, the only one I see really working the body, and he's been up in his game at working the body as of late, is Canelo. Canelo will work your body. He really digs in too when he's working the body.
Ruiz was working the body.
Ruiz, have you seen Ruiz training lately?
No.
He's back in the gym. He looks good.
Is he training? Good. He needs to stop flying around meeting presidents and shit.
Yeah, he had made a post or something about that on social media talking about that. And he says, you know, a lot of people see, you know, everything that I'm doing, all the celebrations and stuff. He's like, well, don't let that shit fool you. And he released a video of him hitting sparring with his trainer.
Well, that's good.
And he was looking.
You know how many fighters will release those things? That's just for the other fighter, you know, intimidation factor.
But he looks good. He actually looks trim.
He does?
He looks trim.
You know, that might not be a good thing, him losing a lot of weight. If he loses weight, maybe that...
I mean, I don't know if he's actually lost some guys, but he does look trim.
He does look thin. Yeah, I'd hate to see him lose weight and get all that, you know, get all this muscle, and all of a sudden now he's not as good.
I thought he was going to just...
I
thought celebrating partying too much coming in about 300 pounds. But it doesn't look that way. It looks to be in good shape.
How much fatter can you be? Yeah. I mean, he's heavyweight. He's coming there fucking 500 pounds. I don't give a fuck. But, I don't know. I just hope I think he's a young guy, but he's a smart guy, I think that he's about taking care of his family, man. So I think he's going to, I'm assuming he's going to work hard. It sounds like he's got a good head in his shoulder. Look, he's already overcame, look at this side, like they say, he's 6'2". I don't know, man. Either he's not 6'2", or Joshua's 7'2", because Joshua looks so much fucking taller than me, especially at the end of that fight. I was going, how in the hell was he even able to get into it? The reach difference was tremendous. And he fought from the outside. He was fighting from the outside. You know, a guy like Marcel, he would get in there, bring us out. Joe Frazier, they would come down in with their head in, and they would hook you to the body like that. This guy, you know, he's fighting from the outside. Mike Tyson would do that too. He would fight kind of on the outside. He would lunge and rip your head off, you know, with a lunging punch. And this guy, he didn't really he lunged a little bit, but he was being effective with his jab, you know, and it was amazing. I don't think he can keep doing that. Now, here's the deal. I don't think Tyson Fury is going to keep him at the end of the jab.
Keep who?
Ruiz. Yeah. I think he's a lot smarter, and he's not going to let that.
I think
Tyson Fury, right?
Tyson Fury would pretty much run circles around that area.
Oh, yeah.
But that goes, if Ruiz hits Fury, it could be a short night.
Oh, yeah.
It could be a short night. Because he does have power. He does have power. You know? What do you think about Pacquiao Thurman this weekend? What do you got?
Pacquiao? Yeah, I got Pacquiao. You know, Pacquiao looked real good these last couple of fights that I watched. You know, if he fights like that, Thurman can't do anything. I think Thurman's going to get shut down.
I think, to be honest, I think Thurman needs this fight for his career.
He does.
Even though he's still undefeated, right?
Yeah.
But I think if he loses, where do you go from there?
I know. You know, it's amazing.
It takes him out of that top tier, and Bud Crawford or Spence. It takes him out of that top end.
Right. Yeah, but he won't. He can't beat those guys. He can't beat fucking Spence. See, this is what I say about Thurman. Thurman's been a undefeated guy, but he gets beat the fuck up when he fights, and you can't keep doing that. And then his skill level is not as good as his records. You know what I mean? I would think with his skill level, he wouldn't have the record he does.
Knockout, or it goes a distance?
It might go the distance. Probably go the distance, and you know, he's just gonna get plummeled. You know, Pacquiao's gonna just dance on it, bing, 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 bing. You know, if Thurman's smart, he'll watch anything he can on Pacquiao and try to time him. It's hard to time. Pacquiao's a hard guy to time. He's gonna have to catch like Marquez caught him, you know,
walking in.
Yeah, and it was just like a mistake on Pacquiao's part, and Marquez just executed a perfect punch, and it was like lights the fuck out. It was a perfect fucking shot late in the fucking fight, too.
Yeah, late in the fight.
Pacquiao
was winning that fight.
Oh, fuck yeah, he was, you know, and bang, there it came. Marquez is a tough motherfucker, though.
Marquez is another guy I'm surprised didn't make like one of these top,
yeah.
you know, I'm sure he's like in a top 100 list of all time, top 50 list of all time.
He's gotta be.
He's one of those guys who fought everybody too.
Yeah. Fought everybody. Hard fights too.
How about De La Hoya? Was De La Hoya on that list?
No, he wasn't on the top 30 list. De La Hoya was not on there.
De La Hoya in his early career, he probably had the fastest jab. Fastest jab.
Kind of was robotic. He would dance, but when he went into when he would fight, he was robotic. But he would stalk you. He would sit there and he would stalk you, and bam, he had a fast fucking jab. He really did. But then when he put these punches together, he always liked to stalk, and then he would, when he seen he could hit you, then he would put a bunch of punches together real quick, flurries. He would do really well too, and I'm just, you see what Pacquiao did to him, but he couldn't. He just felt. He said he
couldn't touch.
He said, he was frozen. He was just frozen, trying to wait for his shot. He said he just never felt like he was fast enough to get it, and he hung it up. And I mean, I give the guy props. And then it's like when he goes, man, I can't even put a glove on a guy. It's time to hang it up, and it was time to hang it up. Don't keep going until you have that one fight to him anywhere. You just look totally fucking outclassed. And get your shit beat out of you like Ali did. He fought Holmes, and believe it or not, people thought that was the last fight, but he came back and fought one more fight, Ali, and it wasn't good, When he fought Holmes, it was sad. Every fucking round, he wasn't doing anything, and Holmes just was pummeling him. Fucking Howard Cosell's crying on the fucking, he just thought he got to stop this fight. It was bad. It was really bad. It was just kind of like he couldn't respond to the punches or his way, It was crazy.
Wow. Well, with that being said, I want to know what everybody else out there has to think about Old Man's top 10 list. Was that our top 10 list here?
First of all, a lot of these guys are listening. They won't even know who these guys are.
That's what I want to know. I want to
Willie Pep.
I want to know if anybody out there knows Willie Pep. I want to know if anyone knows what's that guy's name with 29 DQs. What's that guy's name?
229 fights.
What's that guy's name?
He's Willie Pep.
Willie Pep. Does anybody else out there know Willie Pep? If you do, shoot me a link. Put it in the comment section. I want to see a little bit about Willie Pep.
Yeah, or Sam Langford. Here's
Sam Langford.
But Willie Pep,
like some good old boys.
Willie Pep. Yeah, and Sam Langford was
you're gonna see old Uncle Willie Pep out there fighting out in the back.
That's right. And Jack Johnson. Dempsey wasn't even on the top 10. Dempsey was in the top 30.
Yeah, see, I want to know who made that list. I want to know what you guys think.
Well, Jack Johnson, which from back in the day, he made this list. Jack Johnson, number 8.
But I want to know who made that. But he had 7. Like, who compiled that list?
Yeah, it was on. Shoot, I don't know. I looked it up, and I think it was somebody like, not Ring Magazine, but it was, I can't remember now. But it was a collaboration of a few different things. Maybe it was Ring Magazine along with something else. But this is the list they came up with. And I'm like, well, okay. I mean, fuck. Was these guys that were doing this list, were they around? Did they actually see these fighters?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, that's what I'm
saying. They just pulled this out of the archive.
But again, I think they're going off statistics here. But here, if they were doing that, then how did Sugar Ray make it with only, he only had 40 fights, where these other guys are 200, 100, 150, 100. Jack Johnson only had 77. He's one of the earlier fighters. But, you got, like, Benny Leonard had 89. But the next one to them was Joe Louis at 66 fights. And Ali only had, that's 66 wins. And then Ali had 56 wins, 5 losses. But the records, like, if you would have kept going, say, for instance, if this record was, because this Willie Pep, if you're looking at, out of 229 fights, you only had 11 losses and 1 draw. That's a killer record. You can't be going.
Who's this guy fighting?
I know.
I want to know.
That's the thing.
Did Willie Pep ever fight? Old Sam Langford.
Yeah, Sam Langford. I don't know if they were in the same era. I don't know if they're even the same. These are not even. These are not heavyweights. These are all different weight classes, right? He was a featherweight, Willie Pep, by the way. But also, I think it was Willie, or was it Langford? One of them came back out of retirement after. Oh, it was this guy. It was Benny Leonard, I think, came back out of retirement after 7 years to win 18 out of 19 fights he had. He came out and had 19 more fights 7 years after being retired and won 18.
These guys could have just
out of 19.
Fighting regular old Joe Blows down the water.
Yeah, well, Dempsey, back when Dempsey was fighting, Dempsey would just roll into town and challenge like the tough guy, basically. That was Jack Dempsey era. And then when it got, you know, get professional, he was one of the first sanctioned professionals. And then of course, when he got a little bit, he was the first one, let's put it this way, Dempsey was the first one to beat the fucking hell out of you. It wasn't the old, the old English way of fighting. They would fight under what they call like your fist, where you had your knuckles up, you know, your back of your hands were forward, and you kind of like looked like you were curling, but you kind of like,
Here's Chris. Chris pulled up a picture of old Willie Pep.
Yeah, Willie Pep. See, Willie Pep wasn't that fucking far back. I think he was like in the 50s or 40s maybe. I don't know. He wasn't that. But yeah, a lot of fucking fights, man. Damn it, man. I mean, that's 229 wins. So he had a total of 240 fights, professional fights. Okay? That's crazy. You know? I don't know if these guys were doing 1 minute, 1 round fights. I mean, 150 rounds. I don't know how many rounds we're going back from Willie Pep's day. But, you know.
Yeah.
Now I know Dempsey would go until the fuckers couldn't fight no more.
Someone's getting carried out of there.
Yeah.
With that being said, let us know what you guys think about the top 10 list. Let us know if you guys have actually seen any film or anything on these guys. We'd like to know a little bit more information about these guys. Got anything else?
No, that's what I got now. Rest in peace for Whitaker, Pee-wee. Sweet Pea. He was bad. So I witnessed a lot of his fights. He was bad. All right, rest in peace, Pee-wee.